Alcohol is a proven trigger for worsening symptoms in menopause. Fact. Hi, I'm Ruth and I run Menopause Mastery, where I help women to thrive and not just survive in menopause, because that's what we're here for, isn't it? So, alcohol in menopause, not a good thing, ladies. I hate to break it to you. It's actually really dehydrating for the body and the brain. But the brain in particular, because it's 80% water, is really, really susceptible to any kind of dehydration level. So even if you're just 1% dehydrated, it's going to affect your brain. The brain is very sensitive, and in midlife, I'm sure you recognize that we need to really, really look after our brains. We get brain fog, forgetfulness, all those things that are going on, feeling a little bit depressed or down or moody. All of that can be more affected if you are dehydrated. Particularly if you get things like migraines and headaches, they can be much, much worse with alcohol, even if you're only having it a couple of times a week. So you might have noticed, I certainly noticed when I was going through perimenopause, or even actually before that, it was probably after I had my children, I could not tolerate glasses of wine anymore. I used to absolutely love it in my 20s, big party animal, but when I got into my mid-30s and early 40s, it was just an absolute no for me. And you might have noticed the same, but you might be pushing on through. So here's me telling you today that it really is not good for you. It's kind of nature's way of protecting us when it tells us that, oh, you've got a hangover, you're not feeling great today, your energy's not great today. You don't feel like eating good food. All of that kind of stuff can happen when we've had alcohol. So I just want you to notice what happens when you have it, because honestly, I think you will find that it's really not agreeing with you, menopause. And even if it's become a habit for you, it's worth checking in on that habit and thinking, what can I do about it? Because a lot of us use alcohol as a relaxant. Say when you come home from work, I've worked with a lot of clients who have a glass of wine as soon as they get home from work because they think, I've had a really tough day today, what can I do to relax? The instant thing is go to the fridge as soon as you get in and have a glass of wine. It's not actually the alcohol that's relaxing you, it's everything else that you're doing around that, because alcohol is not a relaxant. It also affects your sleep. We think it's going to help us sleep. It doesn't. What it does is it stops you from going into a really deep sleep. And when you go into a deep sleep, that's when your brain is cleared out. So I'm still focusing really on the brain here. That we have like the street cleaners in the middle of the night. It's that kind of analogy, and squirts of water go through your brain and actually clear out all the debris, all the toxins. And if you miss out on that, you can't get it back from that night's sleep. And you certainly won't feel refreshed in the morning. So have a think about, what are my alcohol habits at the moment? Make a note of them maybe, journal around it. If you keep a food diary, track how much you're drinking each week, and then at the end of the week you can look at it, not just from a health perspective, but from a cost perspective. It's quite expensive to have an alcohol habit, but more particularly your symptoms in menopause and what it's doing to your body will benefit massively if you certainly reduce it and keep reducing it until you get it to a minimum. And maybe then just save it for special occasions, which is what I do. I know it took me years to get there, but I have done it. So I've been Ruth, and still am Ruth, and I run Menopause Mastery. You can contact me in lots of different ways, and I'd love it if you'd like, share or comment below this video. It will certainly help other people if you can share your experiences with alcohol. And I'm on Facebook under Ruth Goodwin, and I have 2 free groups. I have Menopause Mastery, which is all about menopause talk, how you can make changes, your habits, your lifestyle, what some of the symptoms are and how they can be reduced. You might have an unusual symptom that you don't know much about. Come on over and join us. I also have It Starts With You, which is for ladies who forget to put themselves first. Isn't that all of us? So that's constant reminders on why it's important that you are number one in your life. And then if you'd like some private coaching, that's also available. So just contact me however which way you want to from all of those that I've just said, and I would love to chat with you. So take care. Thanks for being here and have a wonderful day.